BlackBuster video.
Should have been started in Africa.
Can you drive stick? I can learn if you teach me.
He's not gonna give you earrings like that unless you're giving him a little booty.
Call hands, don't fly. Get those chains off the door. The enemy's here.
CMB, man, we all we got.
Aldo NICE presents
BlackBuster.
BlackBuster video.
part of the Best Friends Weekend podcast network.
And you know this, man.
A martial arts champion in search of the glow.
Master, I need more time.
I am no longer your master.
A rock and roll star on the rise.
I know what it's like to lose precious things.
A madman.
Shogun of Harlem.
A maniac.
You're gonna put my video on your show, aren't you?
The answer is no.
And the glamour, the power, and the sound of Motown.
I don't want you to kill anybody.
Are you out of your mind?
The Leroy Green I'm looking for is a little punk who thinks he's a kung fu master.
I am no master.
You sure look like a master to me.
This is Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon. It's about the power of the glow. Timok, Vanity. Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon, directed by Michael Schultz, a Motown Productions picture from TriStar.
Hey, whoa, this your man Aldo NICE, and welcome to BlackBuster video. I got two of the homeboys with me here today.
Well, it's your boy Los, aka C.A.P.
I ain't got no intro stuff. I'm just Devaughn.
I mean, that's what you said the last time we
That's
was on the
what I'm saying.
homecoming.
I never have an intro.
What you
I just
gonna
said,
say?
it's
Hey,
Devaughn.
it's just Devaughn.
It's just Devaughn.
That's your name, just
Yeah.
Devaughn. That's
Like
your
you
intro.
like just Britney a little bit.
Yeah, just Devaughn.
Just Devaughn. Hey man, look, we've been geeked up about this. We've
Just
been doing the movie countdown for the last few weeks. We've been hype about this BlackBuster video. But we decided to start with a movie that wasn't even on the list. And that's crazy enough. The thing is, I didn't want to put this movie on the list because for a whole bunch of reasons. Probably one because it was an oversight. But really, more than anything, y'all wouldn't have accurately gave this movie the status that it deserved. I thought it should have been a top 2, top 4 black movie of all time.
No, that's it.
We're going to get into this discussion. We're talking about 1985's Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon. When you got that glow, it's going down. So I'm going to start off right off the muscle and say this, man. It got a score of a 50 from the critics on Rotten Tomato and an 85 by the audience. That mean the audience liked it on that more than the critics.
All black people.
Box office, there was a
And Asians.
$10 million budget. It was a $10 million budget, which was a lot for the time.
He pocketed that money.
But 25.7 million is what it made in theaters. I was listening to what's his name, Timok, and he was talking about
That was $10 million?
$10 million.
That was terrible, team. He pocketed that money.
That I'm about to say. He pocketed at least 9.
The plot says
At least 9.
9.5.
Yeah.
no. The thing
He
about it
didn't
is
spend it on acting.
they didn't spend it on. Might not spend it on acting. But what y'all don't understand is
'Cause
that glow cost some money. That
the
movie was
song?
high tech for the time. No, that's
Oh,
what
you're talking about.
effects.
Okay. I'll give you the special effect. I'll give you the
The
special
glow was
effect.
costing money. Cost money.
I'll
to
give
put
you
the
the
glow on
special
people, man.
It ain't cost $9 million.
I feel like you could put the glow on a nigga with your cell phone.
Right
Yeah, now.
Right now.
Let me get that.
Maybe back
glow
in the
out.
day.
Right,
Maybe back in the day.
The
Yeah.
glow out, right?
Now.
So the plot of the movie, in case y'all out here might not be familiar with it,
There is
Leroy Green.
It was a plot.
There is no
He's a
plot.
big Bruce Lee fan, and he finishes martial arts training, and his master sends him out into the world. While he searches for his next master, Leroy manages to angle the local bully show enough. Worse, he incurs the wrath of the video game king, Eddie Arcadian, when he rescues the beautiful host of a popular music video program, Laura Charles. Eddie had hoped to persuade her to play his girlfriend's terrible new video on the show. Leroy does not believe in violence, but with so many powerful enemies against him, how long can he hold on without fighting? And can he win over more than the world? Can he win over the more worldly Laura in the process, man?
I didn't even take that as the plot. I was like,
That wasn't. That's what they wrote.
Yeah,
for the
it was
plot.
like, I think it was a metro
But
section with dude walking around in pajamas who was just like a lame grown up and wanted to finish this, so he went and learned karate.
It's the only.
He's not a lame in the film.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to.
He's not a cornball.
Like, I feel
he's
like
his
this
brother,
is like...
and he's the master.
Because this is produced by Barry Gordy.
Absolutely. That's why it's called Barry Gordy.
So I feel like Barry Gordy, some people sitting around like, what do people like?
Yeah.
Karate. What else they like? Video games. What else do they like? Vanity. Yeah. Like, they're like, let's just figure out a way to put all... Like, is there a way for us to have like a soul train scene? Is there a way for us to have like a video game thing?
They let Time pick who he wanted the actress to be, though. So he picked Vanity. Like, that wasn't a decision. Like,
Vanity is hands down the best actress in here, and she's horrible.
Worse than anything
Oh my God, she's horrible.
You think she's the best actress in the best actor / actress in the whole movie? I like the little Asian dude. You fight me. I like him. He was like he had some moments.
He's Mexican though.
He was.
And let's not trip like the little brother wasn't the coolest person on the movie.
The little brother. Okay, the little brother. I'll give you that.
Let's hop right into that question. I got a question on that. What type of world is it where your little brother, like, what's the age difference between the brothers? Because how did the little brother be big dogging him the whole
time?
He's schooling him.
Nah, when he made him put him on his shoulder and rap.
And dude did not get a
I would like to meet
her. It was interesting watching him be so bad at stereotypical black behavior and then coming up on 3 Asian characters.
Yeah.
That literally like, hey, dog, my brother, what it look like? Like,
he was outside practicing that shit.
Yo, what it look like? What it look? What does it look? What does it look like? What does it look like?
Hey man, y'all playing this movie soft. And I'm gonna tell you a couple of things about this movie you may or may not know. They have no awards for this movie. Obviously, they had some awards for like maybe worst things ever in this movie, but there was a Golden Globe nominee in 1986 for the best original song. So do you know that the song "Rhythm of the Night" was made for this movie? Feel me in the rhythm of the night.
For real?
That is made for this movie.
I didn't when they played the whole song. I was like, is this song
and the video? And they had a video.
That was a video.
I thought it was a Tyler
which
Perry
is also why I really feel like Barry Gordy was also like, I need to get this video out.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like they paid him $7 million just for Rhythm of the Night.
Yeah,
like,
to make it happen.
He pocketed that
to
money.
make it happen.
Like he's like, oh,
that movie didn't cost $1 over.
I feel like this might have been a Rhythm of the Night video that he was just like, oh, we just gotta turn this into a movie.
Yeah.
Like, there's an Asian guy, there's a dude, there's probably a black guy in just the weird Asian hat. They're like, what's that about? They're like, you know what? Make a movie about it. Make a movie about it.
But like y'all just touched on, I think when we were early 80s, early to late 80s, when we were mid to late 80s, when we were kids, I feel like I can distinctly remember going to the movie rental store and going and get a Kung Fu movie. Like, go and get like a Bruce Lee movie and go and sit down and watch it.
Oh yeah, they definitely were trying to capitalize on that. They definitely tried to capitalize on that. Yeah.
So it's the only movie that you can find that's karate, comedy, black exploitation, all of that in one.
Yeah, it's all in there.
It's his own lane. I mean,
it's true.
Some of the critics.
They get a BET award for sure.
A hoodie.
A hoodie.
One of the critics, so and I'm gonna call this section "So They Say." One of the critics, Roger Ebert, said it was an expensive, high-tech performance. So what y'all are talking about, that's what he said at the time.
Wow.
Another person, Paul Adonacio of the Washington Post, said it's an intoxicating blend of comedy, kung fu, corny romance, special effects, and rock videos. It is electrically sleepless as the New York it is set against.
They were scared to say this movie was
Scott
bad.
Weinberg said it's a howling, goofy artifact from the silliest part of the 1980s.
Yeah, but he ain't nobody. Like Roger Ebert Roger Ebert was literally like, oh, I can't. This is the only black film out.
I'm not going to do that.
What was great about it? You know what? It was really high tech.
Use a bunch of big words and dress it up.
It was super high tech. Yeah. He glowed.
Yeah.
He glowed in the film.
I mean, I think we organically at the point where we kind of talked about Rhythm of the Night. So let's just go to this other section, hop in. It was stuck in my head. Okay, so after you watched this movie, which song was the song that was stuck in your head? And I'll run through the soundtrack.
What's the song when he walked up to the 3 Asians and they was Dog, that's the funniest shit.
That
shit right there was funny to me.
Thank you.
Hey, and they kept going though.
They went for a minute.
Some dumb guy.
Yeah.
Some dumb guy.
And
it was like, oh.
I feel like it was really almost a musical though. Because remember the dude when he left the club? He was rapping. When he was mad at his brother, he was rapping his insults. I was like, bro, this is crazy.
I mean, that's what they're supposed to do. So some of the songs from this highly, and y'all saying they spent most of the budget on the soundtrack, was obviously the song The Last Dragon, You Are the Last Dragon. That's the title track. Seventh Heaven by Vanity, which was one of the songs she performed. Star was another song by somebody named Alfie. Charlene made a song called Fire. Willie Hutch had 2 songs, Inside You and The Glow. The Barge, Rhythm of the Night. Stevie Wonder had Upsets.
I was like, damn,
yeah.
Before crack though.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, before crack.
Stevie Wonder had Upsets.
He a good looking crackhead though.
That was probably during crack.
Yeah,
I mean,
he still look good.
That's El DeBarge at his height.
Yeah.
That's probably cocaine.
He's the best crackhead I ever seen.
That's probably cocaine.
Smokey Robinson had a song called First Time on the Ferris Wheel, and Rockwell had Peepin' Tom.
Oh, no, they spent a lot of money on this soundtrack. Yeah. They're not naming, like, these are heavy hitters they name.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
They spent a lot of money.
Stevie Wonder, Smokey Robinson, Willie Hutch, Vanity. Come on, man, that's a lot going on. Yeah. I mean, for me, it wasn't even close. The song that's always stuck in my head when I hear this is When You Got That Go. You got that go. It's the power of it. Okay, so I went look up the lyrics just so I would know. Because I want to do my rendition accurately.
What's the lyrics?
Now all the masters know that you need the glow. You need the glow to grow. And if you love to live, you live to love. You got to move to the upper level. When you reach that upper level, your mind, body, and soul must be one. It's a sacrifice. It takes hard work. It's a way of life. That's how it goes. When you got that glow.
When I watched it again, I'm like, wow, I forgot a lot.
That song was stuck in my head more than anything.
I didn't know it was like them in the
Rhythm of the Night got me just because I just forgot it was in there. I was like, yo, Rhythm of the Night. Yeah. I completely forgot about that.
So 2 songs that were on that thing that I just, I thought was very interesting. Okay, so we're gonna get back to the plot and some of this kidnapping that was gratuitous. But there was a scene when Vanity got stole up, right? Yeah. And they made her watch the video for the young lady. What was her name? Angela. They made her watch the video, right?
That's okay, also so my thing part of the plot.
Yeah. Vanity says that song was trash. Mm-hmm. Vanity's Seventh Heaven song was horrible.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't even as good as the song she was trying to say was trash.
My favorite part, she had the headlights on her titties. That was so funny. And he was talking to her and you hit him.
The headlight titties girl was more talented than Vanity. I'm playing both of the songs.
Elevator, press number 7. That's all you got to do to get to 7th Heaven. I can't believe what you're gonna see once you get inside. I know you love my ride. You can fool around in the room and enjoy my golden rule. Underneath your mattress, Polaroids do suggest it's not an actress. Why is this friendly group all jumping through a dirty
The Vanity song was horrendous.
Yeah, it was. It was bad.
I mean,
I'm just laughing because the plot of the movie is that they was going to kidnap Vanity and then convince her. Like, I didn't even know. At a certain point, they were like, they're going to kidnap Vanity to get his girl a break.
Yeah.
But then at a certain point, I'm like, you just kidnapping Vanity.
For no reason.
We have an arcade owner.
Yeah.
That is like,
R.I.P. Vanity.
I gotta kill people because they disrespect. I'm like, dude, you own an arcade.
He told me, he said, you know how many talent I have out there? I was like, babes, you know how much talent I got there? I'm doing this for you though.
Yeah.
From Hugh God.
Is that really?
And I also feel like he wasn't that scary because she basically talked down on him on her little end scene when she left and just walked out.
Went back to the project.
And went to go tell
Leroy.
Yeah. And nothing.
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 And then then the agent said, what did he tell you? You want some what? at the gym when you hitting the bag and stuff. So you want some Oriental?
Some Oriental.
He said, "Would you like a little bit of Oriental?"
Yeah. They said it about 3 times in the movie. Did Asian people used to refer to themselves as Oriental? I feel like that's a slur now.
I think what happened was
a slur now.
They used to just say it in films, and finally crawled. Like when you talk to enough Asian people, they were like, "Nah, don't say that." And then people was like, "Oh,
that's bad."
I feel like like when you're describing a thing. It works. Yeah. But obviously, an Asian person didn't write this script or was involved.
Yeah, it was all writing.
Why do you think it was all Mexicans? Like there was not a Mexican in the movie.
That dude looked, when the dude that said, "Oh, he looked Mexican," I thought he was. When he said, "Would you like some more?" I paused it. Yeah. Like I was like, "Wait a minute, you."
No, I knew he was. That boy name.
His name was Glenn Eaton. I'm not even seeing. Oh no, that's not the right one. I'm looking at the wrong person. He's not even on the list of characters.
He's not even on there.
He wasn't supposed to be here.
And I was watching on the little YouTube app, and I kept clicking on his face because when you click on the face, it'll pop up the information. His face doesn't register.
I like that. That's next level.
His face does not register at all. I was like, oh, okay, well that's the end of that.
Well, y'all talking about some of these stars in the movie. Look, was it anybody's Jordan moment, man? Was anybody in this? And when I say Jordan moment, let's take it back and let's talk about what I mean by that.
The height of their career.
Was it the height of their career? Was it the number one look for any person?
Yes.
I think it's the number one look for damn near everybody.
Yes,
and the only look.
Everybody
except
in this
for Cole.
film. I mean, literally, except for Carl Anthony Payne and Keisha Knight Pullman, who luckily we all forgot they were in this film.
Hello, Papa son.
Hello, Mama son. We forgot they were in this film. But was Show Nuff in anything else?
Yeah, he was in some TV shows, but yeah, nah.
But when you saw him, it was just
Show Enough to start.
So
he was.
He had Soulja Boy glasses before Soulja Boy.
So I don't know how to pronounce his name.
And he had the slits.
I don't even know how to pronounce his name real, but Chaz Palmintero, the dude from A Bronx Tale, was in this movie. He was one of the villains.
Yeah. He was what you call Empire.
He was Hood
trying to shot
number 2.
the tape at the beginning. He was like, "Oh, I gotta get the tape. Please listen to it. Please listen to it."
I don't know why you calling the dude from Empire.
Boardwalk Empire.
White dude. That's not the movie. That's not the show he's from. And if we're gonna do movie podcast, you gotta know who the people are.
No,
he's from Shameless. He's the star of Shameless, and that dude was not in Boardwalk Empire.
William H. Macy.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was definitely not his Jordan
moment.
That was definitely not his Jordan moment. This is not William H. Macy's Jordan moment.
Yeah.
He looked like old buddy, though. That would be right.
No, it don't look anything like him, man. You're being racist. I'm calling racism, dog.
Yeah.
I might be.
Nucky Thompson looks nothing like him.
Yeah, this can't be his
He
Jordan
did look like Nucky to me. I thought that was young Nucky.
But mostly everybody else.
This is the low point of William
Now, let me
H.
ask you
Macy's
this.
career.
Was this Vanity's Jordan moment?
Absolutely.
Seeing as though she got to smash Prince. I mean, and she was in Vanity 6.
I feel like, yeah. I
gotta give it to her.
I don't know if this did anything for Vanity. Just existed. I feel like I don't think this hurt her.
And she got kidnapped a bunch of times.
So yeah. This is not her Jordan moment, but it ain't her worst moment.
Prince was her Jordan moment.
Yeah. Did Vanity get this movie because she knew Prince? Vanity only exists because of Prince. Yeah.
They said she probably got the audition, but Time Out picked her because she was bad.
I feel like Vanity's like Carmen Electra. Like, she only exists just because Prince. That's it.
She was fine, too. I mean, like,
but Prince said, "Hey, you." Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like I said, you know about Carmen Electra.
Well, let me just get to this comment because the first person he threw out there was Cole was in this movie, Cockroach.
Carl Anthony.
Let me ask you this. I ask this to people all the time when they're talking about Carl Anthony Towns.
That man
Towns, man.
That man's name is Cole, bro.
Is he Cole or is he Cockroach?
I think he's
Cole.
I think he's Cole.
He's Cole.
At this point, I feel like Cole finally eclipsed. At one point, like probably the middle of Martin, it was like, oh, Cockroach. Yeah. But nah, he's eclipsed that. He's Cole. He's Cole.
He's definitely Cole.
Especially getting rerun. I feel like more people.
I think Cockroach might come out of my mouth first when I'm talking. Nah, I think it might be Cole.
It's definitely Cole.
That's the first thing I said. Oh, Cole in here? I ain't know the real name, to be honest. I like Cole in here.
Yeah.
If his name was on that paper, I wouldn't know.
And y'all don't refer to Rudy as no other role she was in
it's just Rudy.
in Meet the Browns or nothing.
It's just Rudy. She's forever Rudy.
Yeah,
like unless she comes out with something amazing.
I know this ain't necessarily the point of this, but let me ask you this. Let's just bust down the line. Is Bill Cosby always Heathcliff Huxtable?
Yes.
How about Felicia Rashad? Is she always Claire Huxtable?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Is Theo always Theo?
Theo will always be Theo.
Yeah, because he ain't got nothing. Yeah, he's got other stuff, but he's Theo.
Oh,
I'm going to say Sandra and Elvin and Martin, they all Sandra, Elvin, Martin, right? We don't have to worry about them. Ancillary characters. Now I'm going to get to some ones that might be a little bit more difficult. Is Lisa Bonet still Denise? Is she her?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Who is she?
Who else is she?
She's Lisa Bonet.
I mean...
It came along later.
Yeah.
No, that's her name.
Nah.
My point is, some people are.
I know something that came along later. Like
some people are there. Cole came along later than Cockroach. You can't go wrong with that argument.
Right.
My point is,
real name,
if we see them out, if we see her right now in the streets, are
you
y'all gonna say
I would
Denise,
say,
or you gonna say Lisa Bonet?
I would say Lisa Bonet. That's because she kicked up so much shit leaving the Cosby Show and whatnot and the different. So we know her as Lisa Bonet.
In the same light.
Yeah.
Is Raven Simone Olivia or is she Raven Simone?
She's Raven
Simone.
So certain people,
they've come out of there.
What she did on Disney, Nickelodeon, crazy.
Yeah.
That's a Raven. She Raven. But that's from another role then.
Yeah.
So we saying Raven Simone is Raven Simone because of her role as Raven.
You know what? I know Lisa Bonet is Lisa Bonet because she was in, remember that Will Smith movie where it's
Animated State.
And she popped up and I was like,
and she died in like the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. I know Lisa Bonet was in this. Yeah. So yeah. Lisa Bonet is Lisa Bonet.
I feel like every one of these little chicks, like the little chick who was on Creed, the girlfriend on Creed who was deaf.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's a whole Lisa Bonet look.
Yeah.
And a whole Lisa Bonet like feel attitude to some people that women who think they won't feel like they should.
Like they don't use lotion and stuff like that. They
might have they washed, but it might have been like just yesterday.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. Like
I'm Lisa Bonet.
I'm Lisa Bonet.
You only use black soap.
That's what it is. Lots of black soap.
Black soap and a bunch of little containers from there.
It smells like black soap and
oils everywhere,
shea butter and whatnot.
So
no store. You can't go to Walmart and buy her nothing.
Basically, y'all saying from the
but
Cosby
no hair
Show,
products because they probably don't need it.
Just oil.
Of the band,
juices and berries.
Y'all are stupid.
Shout out all our natural woke chicks. We love y'all.
Of the main cast of the Cosby Show, the only people who were on the Cosby Show who have transcended that show to be somebody else, I'm talking main cast, would be Raven Simone, Lisa Bonet, and Cole.
Yeah.
That's it? Do we count Pam as a main character?
No.
Okay.
We forget that Pam was on the show.
I didn't know Pam was on there.
Pam had a whole...
They're going to be like, oh, Cousin Pam.
I forgot.
That was back when they started throwing everybody at the show.
Like,
it was like, oh, add a hip-hop niece.
Yeah.
That was like, add a hip-hop niece. Remember, there would be whole episodes where it was just Cliff talking to twins.
Yeah.
Like multiple babies on the show. Yeah. They put everything on that show.
And Vanessa married to some random dude. Yeah. Like that kind of thing happened. Okay.
If you want to catch up on it, you can pick up the DVDs on Amazon for nothing.
Yeah.
Like...
Two movies and a Xanax.
They will give it to you. They will give it away. I remember I was like, yo, I want to get some Cosby DVDs. Like before all the stuff came out, they was like $30 a piece. Now they'd be like, you can have it for $7.
Yeah, give it
$7. You could have the whole season. I was like, oh, okay.
All right, back to The Last Dragon. Real quick, what do you remember about this movie from back in the day, man? What headspace were you in? Like, what do you remember specifically about it?
I was a little bitty boy, so. I think when I first watched it, I'd been like 8 or something, 7 or 8. And I was just like, oh, okay.
Well, that was insightful. So me personally, I definitely remember my partner, and shout out to Rumble Williams. Rumble Williams, he's never going to remember this story. But his mama was the plug, right? His mama was the one who had The Last Dragon VHS tape at our house. So anytime we would go over there, that's the time we would watch. So when Rumble became a thing when he was born in the early 90s, his mama decided to tape Barney over The Last Dragon.
He was hurt.
So there was a big gap in my existence from like probably the mid 90s to like the early 2000s where I was like 10 years, or so without seeing The Last Dragon. So that's what I remember about the movie more than anything. Devaughn, do you even remember this as a kid, or was it more of a grown memory?
All I remember about this movie was just that he started glowing. No, not the glowing. I remember the arm thing. That's all I remember is him doing that and Sho'nuff. Sho'nuff is the star of this movie.
Sho'nuff is the star.
That's it. That's it. That's what I remember.
I wasn't going to the best actor in the movie yet, but I mean, shit, let's do it.
Sho'nuff is definitely the star.
Sho'nuff's the star of the movie.
He's a star. He's one of the best actor.
Yeah.
But he's a star. I think the little boy was, was nobody really. I had to get to the little boy. We're going to get somebody. It had to be the little boy.
When you say the little boy, you talking about
brother.
The little brother. The little older brother.
Yeah, the little older brother.
I enjoyed him.
Because he's Debo.
I definitely enjoyed his performance more than anybody in the movie.
He don't know what to do with that.
and he was right. Yeah. Because when dude was in the car talking to Vanity, like, I got a friend.
Yeah.
I was like, who wrote this?
He don't know.
This was written from Michael Jackson.
He doesn't even
know.
Art. Art? She's like,
he doesn't have a pain.
The art of having sex.
The art of love.
The art of making love.
Like, that's kind of head first for him to even go there. Like, right off the, I mean, he hopped in the car and he like, the art of making love. Like he asking her, like, I want to smash. Like,
no, he knew she wanted. He knew.
Okay, so
I done saved it 7 times.
Okay, let's talk about
multiple
that
times.
because I don't want to go past that
Multiple
because I think it would be remiss on us not even to talk about it. Okay, so we talked about the fact that they stole Laura Charles twice.
Yeah.
They stole her once. I don't know how he got up the street so quick to save her the first time and drop his little belt buckle.
Because he didn't have no car.
He didn't.
Yeah,
and he got there quick, then he disappeared quick.
He ran.
Yeah.
He kept disappearing for some odd reason.
But the second time when he went saving, he came to the house with the shit. Hot head needs cool water. And we still don't know, like you said, we don't know what was in that fish tank.
There was nothing in the fish tank. Like that was it.
They spent all their money on
whatever was written, they was like, yo, we spent $9 million on Rhythm of the Night. you got $30. They was like, yo,
y'all to get up under there.
Put some green food coloring in that fish tank. And when they move, just shake the tank. Shake the tank back and forth. I said, are there a bunch of piranhas or one shark?
Yeah.
We don't know what's in that tank.
What was in that tank, man?
I know that his whole face, he threw something in the tank and it got eaten up.
Yeah.
And then his whole face got put in the tank and he got pulled out and he had like a light cut. But right there, I was like, what happened?
I'm thinking piranhas. I'm still going.
I'm guessing it's probably piranhas.
So he saved her from there. He pulled up at the house. I don't know how. Well, I guess he looked in the phone book to find out where she lived. GPS'd it. So I mean, where Eddie Arcadian lived at. His name's Eddie Arcadian.
Eddie Arcadian.
That's because he's the video game.
He's the video game king.
He's an Arcadian.
That's literally what it is.
He invented Arcadian. Okay, so anyway, that's how that works. That's like Paul Bearer on.
That's how it works.
I get it.
Did he come from a long line of Arcadians?
Arcadians.
His family just know. Like that was like, yo, one day.
I'm from Louisiana. He's from Arcadiana. But so my thing is when Bruce Leroy saved her and he brought her back to the crib, she was like, hold up, don't disappear. I'm going to go in there and get your little belt buckle.
Yeah.
She came back out with some wine.
She fixed the hair.
Did all that.
Hair and everything.
And had some wine. He was like, I don't drink.
Yeah.
Percent chance that Bruce Leroy could have smashed at that moment.
100%.
150.
She literally said, like, don't disappear again.
I'm going to be right back.
Like, don't disappear.
I really thought she was about to go in.
No, she said, I'm going to go get it, but when I give it to you, don't disappear. Like, I'm going to go get what you're looking for.
She put it around like a football.
Yes.
Like
she put it on the...
Like he had 8 on a roll.
Yeah. So you don't lose it again.
I don't know if I've ever been in a situation like that in life where the slam dunk was that apparent. Well, maybe so. But the thing is, he knew. I mean, we all watching the movie like,
he about to bust up in there.
And apparently, it was pretty easy to get to Vanity, Laura Charles, at this point, because I mean, she got kidnapped multiple times. Everybody knew
she couldn't have been that famous.
She was famous enough to be on TV where she had gathered a fan base.
Yeah.
She was also famous enough to, on the third kidnapping, finally think, I probably need a bodyguard.
I probably need a bodyguard.
And still didn't get one.
even before he went up, like, to guard my body. Like, when she went to the shop and tried to, he could have.
He wasn't even listening to
hit
her.
that day.
Yeah.
In the,
what was the other line?
In the dojo.
They meant it as like the deep thing when he was finally realizing the goal, but she's like, "You look like a master to me."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, she's flirting with you
master to me
the whole time."
Man, when she said
the whole time,
I said, "Oh boy, you better snap out that shit."
Yeah.
Okay, so I wrote down some of these, man. What do y'all think was what we? And I'm gonna call this what we were saying. What was the best quote of this movie that stuck in your head? So I got a few that you could choose from, others that we don't. So a bunch of I put down a bunch of them. First one. Catches bullets with his teeth. Nigga, please. So that was good. How about a kiss on my fist? That was good. Kiss my Converse.
Yeah. Cool. Kiss my Converse. Can you get a rise out this limp?
That's the one.
That was the one you were looking
for.
Lady,
that was the one.
So you can get a rise out this limp.
I would like to see her. Yeah. Okay, how about this one? Who's the meanest? Who's the prettiest? Who's the baddest mofo low down around this town? Like that one. That's one. You shall look like a master to me. That's one you put. Who's the master is always a good one. Can you teach me some moves? Yeah. Shout out to my boy Dre. He always used to say this one. He ain't no cornball. He's my brother. And he's the master. So he used to say that all the time. And then this is the longer one, but this is the one you was alluding to earlier. Because ain't no woman like that gonna sit still and wait for you to figure it out. You don't only not know when to do something, you wouldn't know where to put it if you did. Yeah. That's what the little brother told the big brother. Said, the little 14-year-old, 12-year-old.
And he came in talking like that. Like there was no lead up or nothing. Like he just came in, you're like, oh, that's this relationship. Huh?
Like,
little brother.
Like, mama, get this old egg roll. Asshole. Like walling on him at the kitchen table. Yeah. Hey, leave your brother alone. Yeah. Man, this old chow mein brand.
Bring your pizzas.
So Danny Green's pizza.
that was a good one. I like that one.
So I don't know. I think catches bullets with his teeth, nigga, please was one I heard a lot after the movie. I don't know. Yeah, I mean that. Can
you get a rise out this limp hat?
That's your.
See if you can get a rise out this limp.
Yeah.
They went over there. They was really trying to.
And she was twerking on him.
And they want to punch him in his face.
Yeah,
punch that nigga in his face right quick. I mean, it happens, man. So. Devaughn, what you got? What was your favorite quote from the movie?
Dog, it's the limp one.
Y'all like that?
That's the one hands down. Like that's what I was trying to remember.
Hey man,
the catching bullet with his teeth, nigga, please. I've heard that before. That was funny. But that was like, so you get a ride out this limp.
And anything Show Enough said.
Pretty
Show
much.
Enough only had like.
Can any 100 of you come down here and make me? Yeah. Anyway, so okay, now I'm gonna ask you this. Now we can go to this, and I like it. So. What was the best scene in the movie? I'm going to give you 3 choices. Now, y'all can pick outside this, but I don't think you're going to pick, because it wasn't a lot of great scenes in the movie. Not at all. But what was the best scene in this movie? So, first nominee, the theater scene, when niggas was watching kung fu movies in theaters, and, he obviously...
The different sets of people. How they had the different kind of people. Yeah.
And the tranny stood up and was like, don't hurt his face, baby. And obviously, that's the scene where Shona bit the dude on the ankle.
Yeah, he slim. On his Achilles, though. That's a taekwondo. You got to be a master. It's high level. You don't learn that on 2 times a week.
That's not a white belt move.
Nah, you got to dedicate your life to this shit.
Bruce Leroy was sitting in that thing eating popcorn with chopsticks. Yeah. And then got his ass up and just walked out the theater and went down.
Hey, but he low-key looked like Michael Jackson, though. Michael Jackson been in real life.
I feel like this role was written for Michael Jackson.
I think they were trying to find...
I feel like the whole time.
They were trying to find the closest thing to Mike.
Yeah.
But Michael's like, nah, I'm finna go white.
Is that what he said? Is that what he said?
I feel like Mike was doing something. I feel like Mike was on his way. Could you not picture Mike getting in the car and being like, but I don't have a brush.
I don't have a brush.
You know,
art.
Mike would have
Mike would have bodied this role. This role was written for Mike. Also,
with the curl, interesting.
The fighting level of the movie was so low.
Prince
I feel like Mike would have gotten in.
Prince wouldn't have liked that.
Because Mike would have hit.
Mike might not have hit Vanity.
Nah, Mike would have hit Vanity.
But he don't like the competition.
Nah, Mike would have hit Vanity.
Yeah.
Mike was a freak, though. You can't get beat like that and not be nasty.
Mike would have been trying to hit the little Asian boy who was the little bitty boy. Let's just be honest with ourselves.
With the Pepsi and the wine. That's when Coca-Cola had real cocaine in it, too.
I don't think Mike touched them boys, though.
You don't think OJ killed them people?
No. OJ did. OJ.
Beretta guilty.
OJ did.
Beretta did that shit.
OJ did all that. OJ did that.
The thing about it, though, you gotta, on Mike, you gotta, how you keep sending your child over there to get raped?
That's not even a discussion. That's not even a discussion no more. Okay, so that was scene.
Go ahead.
That was scene 1. Nominee 1. Nominee 2 was the pizza shop scene, man.
When she hit him with the dough,
and he was like,
he kept hitting people dough.
Dude said, "Not sure I tell you if I did. Not sure you tell me if you did." And he broke that motherfucker up. Now I don't know why he broke the little lattice. For no apparent reason, and then Sho'nuff kicked the TV and was like, "Shut up, bitch."
The best thing about that is Sho'nuff tore up that whole shop.
Yeah.
Then he kicked the disc, the
said,
little CD. I don't even own that. But you know he was upset. Like he's like, I gotta call Sound Exchange now.
Man, look here.
He's like, look, they done messed up the whole shop. You know, Sho'nuff came through, messed the whole shop. But he kicked the machine.
Yeah.
All right, now I know I pay $18.95 for this machine every month. I know it's just a rental.
Kicking the Coke machine. Why'd you break the Coke machine?
I don't even own that.
I got 7 more paper left.
He's like, if you gonna break something, break my stuff.
Come on, man.
I don't care that you
own thing.
That's
just somebody else shit, man.
Sho'nuff broke a table in half.
He broke a table in half. Easy though.
Another table in half.
Did you see the boy stroke with the one on the wall? He hit that thing like 3 times.
He did.
He ain't had that glow.
He had that glow.
Sho'nuff had the glow. That's what people don't understand in the movie when you don't watch it. That Sho'nuff had that glow too.
He already had the glow early.
Sho'nuff had that, but he didn't even use the glow to break the table.
No, he need the glow.
No.
Sho'nuff was a bad motherfucker.
Sho'nuff's glow came as a surprise at the very end.
He was bad. He was mean.
Yeah.
He was the baddest motherfucker low down around this time.
Yeah. Big fat.
Which also brings up the
pizza scene.
No, Sho'nuff had the glow already. Like, was Sho'nuff supposed to be his master? Like
that's who he was
looking for a master. I was like, you went to some dumb guy.
Nah, you
he bring it to the next level right now.
Sho'nuff already had the glow. He didn't develop the glow until Sho'nuff started whipping his ass.
Devaughn, you being on this podcast, you have put 2 very real things in the air. That this role might have been written for Michael Jackson, and that Sho'nuff might have been the master he was looking for.
And if you are the master of Harlem, you should take issue. If you're
the Shogun of Harlem, you can't have this Leroy Green running around.
Jump out to the front. Okay, but Michael, this role was written for Michael Jackson.
Definitely.
That's it. And Michael Jackson fought Wesley Snipes in bad.
He ended the scene with the little brother talking about what's good knowing all that kung fu if you can't use it. So put a bow on the pizza shop scene. I was scene 2.
Yeah.
And how about scene 3? These are the 3 that I'm talking about in the payoff. The payoff is obviously what I'm going to say. So I'm gonna start off the payoff being Bruce Leroy versus Sho'nuff and Eddie Arcadian, like the last fight scene. My question is, why would Sho'nuff wear shoulder pads everywhere he go, but not for the last fight scene? Although his red gi with the tiger on that bitch and the tiger on the leg with the chucks, the high top chucks on, for the time he probably was fine. And I was trying to push forward to think, man, if this scene was now, somebody would have had on. That would have been like some high top chucks. Would be like some LeBrons. Yeah. The Shogun of Harlem now would have some LeBrons on.
Now he had some Timbs on one of Harlem. Yeah.
I feel like that. I feel
very
like
much
some
so.
Timbs.
I think he took the shoulder pads off because he was really ready to fight. Like now he's like, okay, now
I'm taking the shit out.
Now we here to fight.
Sho'nuff whipped his ass.
Until they got
pretty aggressively throughout the whole scene. And when he laid on the ground, he thought he was dead. That was such a classic good guy move to be like.
Because first
kicked him through the thing.
First, Sho'nuff got whooped. And you're just like, oh, why is that? But then I think he was just like, yo, I was just trying to let you know. Like, that's what you got? I'm about to activate the glow.
And the glow, I think the glow made him just disappear. And
he pulled the glow out. He's like,
please rewatch the movie. And watch when he get the glow out. He looking at Bruce Leroy like, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, you thought,
Yeah.
I got the glow, boy.
That's it. So I'm like, I feel like, Sho'nuff was the master that Bruce Leroy was. Like, Sho'nuff was just trying to teach him.
I mean, it was all the glow effects and then everything, obviously, to catch he actually caught a bullet with his teeth and hung Eddie Arcadian. I'm putting that all as one scene. So,
you know what's funny when he went back to his master and he said, why'd you tell me that simply find somebody who don't exist? He said, you ain't looking for him.
His master was no master. When he was like, you're about to go on a quest, he goes, I'm about to go visit my mom. That's it.
I'm going to Florida.
That shit was funny.
When he hung Eddie Arcadian, he pulled that chain 48 billion times to lift him 6 inches away.
He was barely not touching the ground.
I feel like that was an outtake. Like, it was like, yo. Yeah. They're like, keep pulling. Just keep pulling. I was watching it like, edit it out.
I was watching it like Get Out. Like somebody was about to walk in at the end and the cops were going to be like, freeze, Negro. Get on the ground. Great value, Michael Jackson. Like, that was great, man. Why you sitting there kicking people?
It took him forever to string that dude up. I was like, yo, he's 6 inches. All he has to do is just reach.
So for my money, those was the three top scenes in the movie. Do y'all have any preference? What would be the top scene in the movie?
I think I like the pizza scene, at the pizza place. But I like the pizza scene. That was funny.
I like the first scene. The first scene when they open up in the theater.
Yeah.
I like the first scene too because the dudes just put the boombox out and started dancing. Somebody just smashed it. I was like, oh, damn. Oh, okay.
When Shona started, I think I'm going with the first scene too. Like when they started fighting and he was like, can any 10 of y'all do whatever? Dude stood up at the top. He had a little cutoff shirt like this. And they was ready to fight.
It was such a weird mix.
Top on.
Like everybody in the theater, like Show Enough run with 3 dudes and 3 chicks. He keep it real consistent. I'm running with he got black dudes with him. He got white people with him. He got Asian people with him. He got Hispanic people with him.
This was at the time when they'd have a gang that was like multicultural. Like
like the Warriors.
Oh, everybody here is a part. Like it's not a black gang. It's not a Hispanic gang. It's not an Asian gang. We all are together. Also,
like the Terminal ACs in the Warriors.
I mean, like, and Show Enough must have been tough because his gang was horrible. Like anytime his gang stepped forward, like remember when the girls confronted Bruce?
Kiss my feet.
Yeah, and I was just like,
how about I peel your
none of y'all, I said none of y'all are scary. None of y'all. Maybe Show Enough can fight. Although the ankle biting didn't.
The black dude won pretty much. No,
the ankle biting.
Okay, so y'all was clowning a little dude who looked like he played shortstop for the Yankees. Who was double fist. Like he was trying to break his stuff pieces out. He was Pooh, the little Guido dude. He wasn't nice. But the black dude who was showing up, he pretty much won all of his one-on-ones.
Okay.
He beat up. He's like, how about I snap this food?
Yeah.
He was winning his one-on-ones. Yeah. So he had at least one dude ready to roll with him. But think about the other way. Bruce Leroy ain't had nobody who could fight.
Nah, because
Bruce Leroy rolled by himself though.
But his little dojo.
No,
he was the master of the dojo.
But even Bruce, he knew his dojo was trash. When he went to go fight Show Enough, he locked his number 2 in the closet. He was like, "You gonna go get a weapon?"
Clearly not number 2. He got his ass whipped in practice.
But that's his number 2.
That's not. The dude who whipped him was number 2.
Well, yeah.
He asked him about. He said, "I've mastered the art of not fighting."
Yeah, fighting without fighting.
Yeah. He literally
make a whole bunch of those Asian people scared.
He's like, go get a weapon.
Make some moves.
He's like, you gonna fight without a weapon?
He said you need a weapon.
We've never grabbed a weapon at this dojo ever.
But then when he got to the fight scene, he was killing it with the nunchucks, smacking people in the face. I'm like, where did he learn all of this?
It was
from his master back in Florida.
I thought the little boy who was with him, the one that Michael Jackson would have liked if he was in the movie. I actually thought he was the golden child. But I had to look it up. I Googled it. He was not the golden child. I thought he was the golden child. I wanted him to be the golden child.
When did Golden Child come out? Was this around the same time?
Probably around the same time. But I'm pretty sure that ain't the golden child.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what Barry Gordy's people were thinking. Like, I just feel like there was a lot of copying. They were like, yo, the golden child's popular.
Asian.
Mike They definitely was calling Mike.
Yeah.
Like, they was like, Mike, come on,
I think Mike was on set.
Yeah. He was like,
and Mike's like,
I don't know.
It's not little boys.
Asian was popular.
I don't know.
That was Ty Mock's first movie, and he was 19. Bruce Leroy was 19 when he did this movie.
How many more movies did he do after that?
He said he did some made-for-TV stuff, and he was in a Janet Jackson. He was, obviously, y'all do remember, he was a rapist on Different World. He was over there trying to date rape Freddie. Cree Summers.
He's the one that Dwayne Wade went in the car in the sunroof and scratched his face.
As if Dwayne Wade could have whipped Bruce Leroy.
Oh, that's right.
That's a Different World like Cree Summers, man.
And I think he was like that dude taught a generation of people not to rape.
Yeah.
He's like, sometimes you just got to take it. Sinbad was like, wait a minute.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. I feel like a generation of dudes like,
so you're not supposed to take it?
He was on that scene, man.
Okay, Sinbad. Yeah. All right.
Hey, man. So I had 2 other things that I really like to do that I'm going to try to put in the BlackBuster every time. One of them is the AAA award, the Ass Acting Award. Who was the most ass actor in the movie?
The whole movie.
You can't. You got to pick one. Who was more ass than anybody?
What was the dude? Arcadius, his little muscle, the boxer dude. Rock. Get him, Rock. He was.
Yeah, he was.
When he walked the ball, he said, "Can I pick him?"
But I don't think that dude was an actor. I think he just delivered stuff, and he was just like, "Hey, man, come in, just grab Vanity real quick."
The more I'm
grab Vanity,
about it,
I got you.
Before we even go to the positive actor scene, the negative actor, because I think I know who mine is. Who would be the positive? Like I think we selling Daddy Green's pizza. I think we're selling Daddy Green a little short. Daddy Green has some good ass lines. Daddy Green was in y'all making me think of that. Not sure. I tell you if I did. I think I like Daddy Green. He might have only been in 2 scenes, like this pizza scene in the beginning,
the house in the kitchen.
I think that's probably all he was in the movie, but he shined for his 2 little scenes because that's the only scene Rudy was in. But okay, the ass acting award, I'm going with I'm definitely going with Angela, Eddie Arcadian's chick. Because I feel like she tried to overact every single time. And
that wasn't the type. Best, though.
Yeah, I know, but this ain't the type of movie you need to be overacting.
No, I just think
you know what, Eddie?
If it's really for me, I don't want to see you make it cute.
And you're also from Hugo.
Yeah, that was actually that.
You better tell Mr. Leroy.
Yeah.
Somebody's coming.
Yeah, that was actually a good little scene for her.
I mean, it was.
But still,
she showed her depth as an actress.
That was the most depth that she showed. It was pretty shallow. It was pretty shallow. That was not. And she put that on an acting reel. You know, that's why I feel like the best acting that came out of here are the people that were able to make it out.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's just William H. Macy, Keisha Knight Pullman, and Carl Anthony Payne. Everybody else got swallowed up.
Carl didn't have no lines. He didn't say that.
By this movie. Yeah. There are certain movies that are so bad that they destroy careers. It's like
this movie was not that bad.
Remember Batman and Robin?
Yeah.
Remember everybody in Batman and Robin just kind of disappeared afterwards?
I don't remember them.
Exactly.
Anymore.
Remember, Alicia Silverstone was a force.
Somebody has to be the worst. Who's the worst actor?
Who's the worst? No, Fake Prince is bad. But you know what? No, I'm gonna go with Eddie Arcadian.
You think Eddie Arcadian was
They
there?
both.
I like Eddie Arcadian.
But the thing about it is,
it's funny as hell.
They both overact, and they both, I felt like, had the most speaking time.
Yeah,
like,
have a lot
there were points where I'm like, dog, why are we still here?
Why is this boy still talking?
Like, we doing whole scenes with just Eddie Arcadia and this Faith woman, and
Eddie Arcadia.
Hey, you know what? Hold on, Mike Rock. He was in some more movies.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of movies.
Yeah.
He probably played the same kind of dummy role.
Yeah. Like Home Alone type shit like that.
Yeah, you're right. Right.
He just rock.
That probably helped his reel.
Yeah,
like, he needs somebody that can just kind of rob somebody and get beat up for the rest of the movie.
So I'm just thinking about something. He said, "Kiss my Converse," and we was talking about that as a scene.
That was fun.
And then at the beginning, they were like, when she was somewhere in Seventh Heaven or something, it was like brought to you by Coke, and it was like then it showed video soul or whatever. This movie was doing a really good job back in the day of product placement.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing with the product placement.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I just thought it was crazy that she was only up there maneuvering all those different switches. What all them switches mean? Mm-hmm. Like she was hitting that thing and hit this thing over here and still
she really was not good at singing. She was beautiful though, but she was really not good at he was really not good at singing.
I see what Prince did there.
I mean, okay. So let me ask you one more question then. When she brought him back and showed him the Bruce Lee highlight reel, the little cutscene when she made the video montage, she was putting the full court press on this nigga. Hey. Like at that point, I got something.
I thought she was gonna hold his hand. Did she hold his hand? Because I feel like she's the one to put the move on.
Yeah, she just kissed him.
She kissed him.
I mean,
he was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah,
the woman comes up to him. Come here, I gotta show you something. I'm happy you're here. Come roll with me. I'm bringing you to this spot. I'm turning on this video. Oh, you like karate? Look, yes, I put all this.
And it was like a movie theater. Yeah. They were standing in front of. They were standing in front of a movie screen in 19. What year was this?
In the club though.
I'm about to say that was expensive.
So that was high tech.
That was expensive.
That's what some of your budget.
That was just a real big green screen.
But no. This was back in the day.
That's probably was like the most high tech club in New York that was playing music videos and they was dancing and shit.
That was a high tech club.
So that was a real club?
I think so.
I feel like back in the day, people would be like, "Oh man, that club down the street got a 65-inch screen."
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a big deal. Now it'd be
they had to have a whole room in the back for like the back of the TV. Wasn't no flat screen. Wasn't no flat screen.
You're right.
They needed another room.
No, they had to stick it outside.
Exactly.
With the gate around it.
Yeah, that's what it is. But like, they can only run it for 45 minutes because it make the room hot.
Like an AC.
It get the room hot as hell. It's like,
you can't keep that kind of heat inside.
Big back TV.
Big CR10. A big fat daddy.
Man, let me get it around so the Craig don't steal all the cop out
to get that 200-inch.
Yeah, let me Samsung.
So back in the day, that's huge. That was a big deal.
Okay.
That's a big deal. So
it was big stuff happening. That's big technology. They might have spent $500,000 on that screen. Of their budget. We need a big ass screen.
Yeah.
How y'all gonna pay it? How y'all gonna make y'all money back? Well, we're gonna actually put it in the club. Get people to come to the show. We're gonna charge niggas 20 a head.
We can't break
every night.
Yeah, every night.
65 inches. That's a whole screen. Almost take up the whole wall.
Yeah, man.
That was just in people's houses.
Right. They could have just used a projector screen. They would have been okay.
Felt bad for his little brother, man. He saw his woman get kissed.
Liam, what you see in that old shrimp head?
Yeah. That dude, that
and then before you hurt yourself.
Now, here's a funny thing. The way the movie was cut, like she was like, come down here. And then she got kidnapped right
again. And then he came
and
down.
then he's back upstairs. It's like, get your hands off my woman. And then Eddie Arcadia let out the longest, weirdest laugh. Like it was like, do it again. Just keep it going, Eddie. Don't worry. It's gonna look good when we put it in the film.
So I don't have answers for this, but this is definitely what I always want to go to with the BlackBuster video is if they made this movie again in 2018, who we got starring in it? Like, okay, so I'm throwing around
Smith.
Michael. So this is what I wrote. Michael John White is too old.
Way too cool to be.
Jaden Smith is Jaden Smith is not too cool. Jaden Smith is weird.
I think that Bruce Leroy was cool for his time already. Like they would have because I feel like this role was written for Michael Jackson.
It was.
So this role was written for Michael Jackson. It was written for the cool at the time.
So can I tell you? So can I tell you who?
So can I tell you Quavo?
Can I tell you not Quavo?
No.
Can I tell you who I think should be it? Can I?
Who? Drake?
Chris Brown.
Okay.
Chris Brown could be Bruce Leroy.
Because he can do all the flips.
He would be doing all of he'd be dancing and shit. But I don't know how Chris Brown he can't play lame.
No,
because Chris Brown's too damn cool to be lame.
You can't make him get around no bitch.
Yeah.
You know.
Chris Brown would have been smashing the worst time.
Over with.
Yeah.
Like sit down, little boy. Who you talking to? I like the fight.
His little brother wouldn't be talking to him crazy, so it could be Chris Brown?
No.
Okay.
James Smith.
James Smith does have kind of that lame appeal that you would think he was lame enough.
Like he's lame,
cool, I think he's just extremely different. I don't think he's lame.
Well, I don't think he's lame either, but I'm saying he could pull it off.
He could play a role where you would think he don't get no hope.
Yeah. You could pull that off.
But
and it'd be like by the end of the film.
But I think that's so cliche because he was in Karate Kid that you would take him. But he's an obvious pick.
We can't do J. Cole?
J. Cole is kind of
J. Cole
is kind of lame.
He got to take a bath, but other than that,
J. Cole, I don't think J. Cole.
J. Cole is like Elisa Bonet.
Yeah,
I don't think
J. Cole would play.
No.
Wait, well, who would be Shonuff?
Oh, I got it.
You got it already? Damn.
LeVar Ball.
LeVar Ball. He came out the muscle.
LeVar Ball is showing up all day long.
LeVar Ball is showing up. LeVar Ball is
showing up, dog.
He definitely is showing up.
I don't know. I want somebody to feel that same athleticism. I don't know if LeVar Ball might could be athletic.
LeVar Ball is showing up.
I'm about to say, don't doubt LeVar Ball.
Play with him if
he beat Michael Jordan 1-on-1.
Never lost. Who's Vanity? Who's that girl?
But you see, if it's LeVar Ball, then I can't see Jaden Smith beating him. That's what I'm saying. The size difference would be too. It'd be too incredible.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I couldn't see them two on the screen having scenes together.
They was little.
No, absolutely
Shonuff
not.
was bigger than.
Shonuff might have been 6'2", 6'3", and his time was like 5'11".
I feel like Shonuff was a regular sized human being.
Oh, just
and everybody else was
very
small.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. I feel like everybody else.
Yeah,
was
so
small
I mean, if we casting Jaden Smith as the main character, it can't be LeVar Ball. It got to be a shorter.
How tall is
person.
Jaden Smith?
Who's the chick though? Who's Vanity?
Who's Big Sean?
That's y'all killing my whole Chris Brown and Rihanna. But go ahead.
First of all, I would hope that Chris Brown's people, if this script slid across their desk, they're like,
with Rihanna,
y'all want a remake? this movie with Chris Brown fight people?
And Rihanna?
I'm straight.
We're gonna have to.
We're gonna have to.
No, they're gonna
do a hard pass.
They're gonna be like perfect. We were looking for a movie.
Knowing Chris Brown's people, they're like, absolutely.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
He loves this movie.
What could go wrong?
Oh, and Rihanna's in it? He gotta fight some girls? Cool.
Yeah.
You know,
he gotta fight a bunch of women.
He don't fight the girls though. Like Bruce Leroy holds himself back and he bows.
But when she say, how about a kiss on my fist?
He don't fight her.
He does.
Chris Brown.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He would have slapped the shot.
You kissed his Converse.
Ty Mac Gariello, whatever his name is 5'11".
That's what I said about.
So yeah, he was definitely everybody.
He way taller than Jaden Smith.
Yeah.
Jay Smith at that time?
Wait, how tall?
Skinny jeans make you look tall.
Well, Jaden Smith might be.
I feel like
he might be.
Smith might be 5.
Because Will Smith is regular size, so Jaden Smith is regular size.
6'4".
What's Jaden Smith? Jaden Smith is 5'9".
Oh, yes, look.
I want what's his name to be Eddie Arcadian. I want Kevin Spacey to be Eddie Arcadian.
The only problem I have with that is not if Kevin Spacey was Eddie Arcadian, he would outact everybody. It wouldn't. I mean, completely outact everybody in this film.
You need to relax.
Jaden
Eddie Arcadian would be legitimately scary. Like Eddie Arcadian would be scared. They're like, yo, Eddie Arcadian is a force.
Relax.
Like Reckon with.
Relax, bro. We gonna keep kidnapping that bitch.
I'll be a little nervous around him too, man. Yeah. I mean,
because some people get over. You know who? Oh, you remember Big Mama's House?
Yeah, I watched it last night.
Okay, number one, Big Mama's House. Number one, your boy. Who? Hey man, what's his from Memphis? What's his name?
Oh yeah, Terrence Howard.
Did Terrence Howard not overact? Like he was.
Terrence Howard was.
He was way too scary for that. Like he.
Oh
definitely,
yeah.
Like I was like,
he about to shoot that boy in the face at the end.
I really feel like
light skin with green eyes.
But I also felt
even the black man with green eyes.
At one point, like this was just supposed to be like, yo, we got to get you out of here because this is.
He's right.
This is a spousal abuse problem.
They're
like, it's a domestic violence problem. At one point, he climbed in off a roof like a ninja through a window, and I was like, "Dog, you're dating the CIA agent."
And what did he say? Big Mama, man, stop it. Leave my old lady alone, man. Give me my ex-wife back, man. Where my son at, man? Big Mama,
so
man.
I just feel like there are points where I'm like, yo, the villain was too good. Like, I feel like you're legitimately gonna kill somebody.
I definitely.
Kevin Spacey going like, I'm like, oh, Eddie Arcadian is about to kill Big Sean's girl. What's that?
That's what he want, Big Sean girl. I can't even remember her name either.
I don't know her name.
Yeah, people.
You just gotta get the random. You know.
I mean,
we don't want to put Cardi B as the.
No, Cardi B has way too
much.
Oh,
Cardi B could be Eddie Arcadian's girl.
Cardi B could be Eddie Arcadian's girl. Couldn't be Vanity. No, she could be Eddie. She has way too many acting chops to be Vanity.
I can see that. So y'all didn't recast that whole thing. I still want
Who's the little brother?
I don't know who the little brother.
The little brother's got to be just an asshole.
What's that little bitty midget short guy?
The one that's always on Instagram. And he never grows.
On Instagram, you know what I'm talking about? He be like, "What's up, bitch?" It's a little Instagram spoof. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna send you that.
I don't even know who you're talking about, but I disagree.
You know what I'm talking about, now.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I don't know his name, though.
We don't want him.
I know who plays Daddy Green, though. Jim Moody. The same person. Is he alive? Is Jim Moody still alive? Because he should be the only one. He should be coming back.
Green's Pizzas.
Jim Moody.
I mean, I feel like they could do the same movie. Maybe just
Jim Moody is 68 years old and he is still living.
He's still good.
Jim Moody is still in this.
So we might need to take the context. Is the context still martial arts if we're doing this movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm angling to have Chris Brown in there dancing, but y'all still want to do martial arts.
So you have we didn't have enough dance battle movies, bro. Enough of that.
I'm back. Yeah. Okay. I'm with the shits. I'm back with it.
46 Stump.
And I mean, we get a whole new soundtrack that's gonna have a Golden Globe nominee.
Because they can bring back karate movies again.
Well, Chris Brown could do
skateboard movies. Yeah. Whatever.
Chris Brown could do the soundtrack. He could do the Rhythm of the Night remix. Something like that.
Okay.
The auto tune on there.
Yeah. Will it get some more other people? They got their Stevie Wonder on there. We get Tank or somebody.
Nah.
What Tank? Neo. We can have a whole soundtrack worth of cool shit. Cardi B. I'm all in for this Last Dragon remake, man.
That'll be funny.
Gordy Berry this time.
Hey, but
you just gotta do Diddy.
Who's the little African?
Diddy's the last dragon.
Diddy's the last dragon.
That means Diddy Dirty Money is gonna be the little group.
Yeah, that's true.
It would have to be. And then Diddy would want his son to be the last dragon.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, that would work though.
It actually might.
And then they can just go find Busta Rhymes to play Show Enough.
Yeah.
He's done it before. I mean,
he was
he's basically made a career
convincing.
about playing Show Enough now.
He was convincing when he did it.
Yeah.
So maybe those casting notes will
Who's
work,
gonna be the little Mexican Asian dude?
There is no such thing. Hey man, look. Appreciate y'all coming out for this inaugural episode of BlackBuster Video, man. We're gonna do crazy black movies. We're gonna get back in it. We're gonna keep it moving, man. Appreciate you guys coming on, sitting down, talking with me for a minute about one of my favorite flicks. Alright.
BlackBuster Video.